Hi everyone, welcome to Budget Bridal Resale on this wonderful, terrific Tuesday. Thank you so much for just taking out the time out of your day to come in and see exactly what we have to talk to you about today. And we're so excited for our discussion topic. And our topic of the day is do's and don'ts for brides. Yes. So we want to do one video of some do's and don'ts for brides. These are some great pointers that we have available for you. We've seen them tested, we've seen them proved. So we're so excited to be able to pass that information on to you so that you can make budgeting your day easy peasy. Get you out a note, pen, and pad. Let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you so much for coming in. So the first thing that we ask for you to do is to set a realistic budget early. Set the realistic budget early. Don't wait until you're weeks in and you've started to look at things. Once you've been proposed to, the first thing that I recommend for you to do is to go ahead and to figure out what your budget of the day is, okay? What number do you know that you've either went to your family to talk about that they're comfortable with, or if it's something that you're having to do on your own with you and your fiance, then what budget have you guys came up with that will be successful for your big day? Okay, so just make sure before anything gets started, make sure you have your budget number and you have it down pat. Okay. The next thing that we would like for you to be able to do once you have established your budget, we want you to track every expense. Yes. A part of tracking, of course, keeps you accountable to make sure that you stay within your budget. Again, so what I recommend is for you to get a notebook. You can call it your wedding day notebook. You can call it your event day notebook, whatever you want to call it. Get you a notebook and start to track all of your expenses. On your main page of your budget book, you want to put what that number is, of course, what that budget is. And then right after you learn what that budget is, then you want to go in and to make sure that you track every expense. No expense is too small to put on the paper, okay? Every penny counts when we're talking about the ultimate budget for the whole day, okay, or for the whole event. The next thing that we want you to do is for you to choose an off-peak date or a venue, okay? I'll say it again. Choose an off-peak date or an off-the-beaten-path venue. Now, to choose an off-peak date, when I say that, that means choose like a Monday. I know it sounds odd. Or a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday to get married. It makes a big difference. Also, the time of the day makes a big difference. Mornings are always known to be lower in cost, okay? Midday, like your brunch weddings, you're starting to feel a little bit of the effects of coming into the real time of weddings. When you're starting to jump around that 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, you're in the special time. You're in the time that every bride wants, okay? Everyone wants those, candlelight pictures or the harsh, the 3 o'clock is one of the, the hardest time of the sun. So, a lot of people think that is best for them. But again, you can always go off the beaten path when it's your day, right? So it's all about you, what makes you feel comfortable, what's going to make sure that your day goes off without a hitch, right? We don't want anything stopping it. We don't want any budget to be in the back of your mind. We want you to be free and ready for your big day. Number 4, I recommend for you to do is to go digital for your invitations. go digital for your invitation. Now, because you go digital for your invitations does not mean that the quality will lack, okay? It does not mean that the quality will lack. They have some beautiful digital invitations that can be sent. You can, I believe there are invitation sites. I actually just met a young lady over the weekend, and we are going to get together so that we can present some different stationery types to you. That's what she does, so we keep her in that, okay? But we are going to have her on one day and let her come in and show some examples to you, whether it's digital, whether it's something that's printable. But just remember that a digital invitation, they're awesome, and they actually have a name, and they're called Evites, okay? So the first 4 of do's we have: set a realistic budget early before you get started, as soon as you've been proposed to. Second, track every one of your expenses. 3, choose an off-peak date or venue like parks, backyards, mornings, brunches. Number 4, go digital for your invitations. They're called Evites, okay? So those are 4 do's that I think are very important. They'll get you off started, getting you on a good track record so that you can go into the next portion. And this is very important too. And there are the don'ts, okay? Because you got do's and you got don'ts. So let's go into some of the don'ts. The first one, what I want to recommend for you is, do not overspend on trends. Now, you heard me talk about this a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people live in trends. You know, a lot of people, they like to know what's hot, right? That's a trend. What's hot? What's now? Whether it's a color scheme, whether it is a material, whether it is decor, it doesn't matter. But what I recommend for you to do is do not overspend on trends, because they can get very expensive, especially when you go into that wonderful Pinterest, okay? Pinterest got some of the beautiful examples. It will help you set up a whole mood board. Come on, you know about it. But when you start looking at those mood boards, all of that beautiful decor, all those beautiful colors that are trending, remember we talked about it, you'll find the trending colors, but you're going to find it on a high cost level, okay? You're going to have it on a high cost level. So avoid getting caught up on Pinterest perfections. I'll tell you that ahead of time, because I know a lot of brides live off of it. I live off of it sometimes, just on wardrobe and on decor in the house. So I know a lot of ladies do live on it. A lot of men live on it. Pinterest is just a great, I love it, but it can get a little costly, okay? Because everything is getting pulled from the current. Unless you're going into the vintage world, you can still spend a lot on vintage, because guess what? When it's vintage, that means you can't go around the corner and find it. So they're going to ask you for that high number too, okay? So just make sure that you don't create a budget buster, okay? So the second don't is, don't buy before budgeting, okay? Remember, that was up there on the do's. Make sure that you make that budget first. Make that budget, stick to your budget. Don't let nothing, nobody, nothing that may come, things that may go, don't let it hinder your budget. Stay focused on your budget, because when you do not stay, or when we do not stay focused on our budget, we will overspend, and then we've overspent, okay? And in wedding world, let me go ahead and tell you, okay, let me tell you this. In wedding world, you may not get your money back. Why? Because it is an impulse buy, okay? You're on feeling, okay? You're on love high. And in that, you know, you're going to go give that $2,000 for the venue today, and then 3 weeks later, you see that new venue opening up and they've got 50% off, right? I know. But always just make sure that you have everything took care of. Stay in your budget. And third and last is don't skip on key vendors. Now, we did talk about vendors a couple of weeks ago too, and one of my key tips for you on that, on last couple of weeks, was make sure you equate them in the budget, okay? Because you have to make sure that you're always tipping your vendors. They remember, okay? You always want to tip your vendors, so don't skip on your key vendors like your photography and your catering. Now, I want to stop here when we get to those two. On the catering and your photography, they are very important. So we do not want to just go with the cheapest version for our catering or photography. We want to make sure that they have the quality that you're looking for. Remember, your food is what they're going to talk about to the last time, and your pictures are what's going to bring those memories, okay? So those are two things that you want to make sure that you do not skip on. And when I say skip on, not just the tipping, but don't skip on making sure that you are getting the quality that you need, because in that the budget may just have to go, certain things have higher precedence on the budget. So I say that to say these may be some things that you want to take care of first, like photography and your catering. Again, we're here to help you. We're here to make sure that your big day is a success and that you're doing it under a budget. Again, we're here to make sure that your wedding dreams are done on a budget. We want to make sure that we're here of service for you, that if you need anything, if you have any questions or any problems, we're here for you. Only thing you got to do is call us. You can direct message us. You can come by. You can do whatever feels comfortable for you. But just take note that we are here for you. And we want to make sure that you have a fantastic day and that we're able to take memories back with you. And it's not just about the dress, it's about the whole day together. And we're going to make sure we do that for you. It was so nice talking to you. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow. We got a wonderful dress for you to look at, and we look forward to talking to you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.